trillion. For credit cards, that debt has never cost more. The average interest rate almost 22%, way higher than auto loans
are at
and
historic
mortgage rates.
highs. And there's growing concern more and more people will fall into debt.
The average APR for a credit card is now over 19%.
Millions of Americans are working full-time and still falling deeper into debt every single month. For a lot of people, it's no longer about bad spending habits. It's about survival. Right now, credit card debt in the United States has exploded past $1.2 trillion. Millions are relying on credit cards just to keep up with groceries, rent, gas, and everyday bills. After years of relentless inflation and rising living costs, paychecks simply aren't stretching far enough anymore. For many households, credit cards slowly became emergency money. Groceries went on credit cards. Gas went on credit cards. Unexpected car repairs went on credit cards. Even rent payments started going on plastic for some families. And this is where the trap begins. Average credit card interest rates in America are now above 21%, and some cards are charging close to 25% interest. If someone has $10,000 in credit card debt at a 22% interest rate and only makes minimum payments each month, they could stay trapped in debt for years while paying thousands in interest to the bank. And most people don't realize it until they suddenly feel financially stuck. Because credit card companies want customers making minimum payments. It keeps balances alive longer and generates massive profits through compounding interest.
Fulfilling your obligations to the credit card company, but you are becoming more and more indebted. And that's what then makes it very, very difficult to crawl.
Once someone misses a payment, things get worse very quickly. Late fees increase, interest rates jump higher, and credit scores plummet. For many Americans, the stress eventually becomes psychological. People lose sleep over money, avoid checking bank accounts, ignore unknown phone calls, and feel anxiety every time bills arrive in the mail. A lot of people watching this probably feel like they're doing everything right and still falling behind. That's why millions of Americans are now taking second jobs just to stay current on monthly payments. People are driving ride shares after work, delivering food at night, working weekends, and taking freelance gigs after already working full-time. Because for many households, paychecks disappear almost instantly now. Rent, insurance, utilities, debt payments, groceries, and suddenly there's almost nothing left. And this is where things become dangerous for the entire economy. When millions of citizens are buried in debt, they stop saving money, stop investing, delay buying homes, and delay building long-term wealth. A record number of people now can't fully pay off their balances each month. With interest rates remaining elevated, financial pressure across the country keeps growing. Most people still don't realize how widespread this problem has actually become. So what actually works for escaping debt faster? Most financial experts usually recommend two major strategies. The first is the debt snowball method, where you pay off smallest balances first to build psychological momentum. The second is the debt avalanche method, where you attack the highest interest debt first to save the most money long term. But here's the most important thing. Minimum payments mostly protect the bank, not the borrower. Most of those payments go toward interest instead of aggressively reducing the actual balance. That's why many financial advisors now recommend combining strict budgeting, side income, automated extra payments, and balance transfer offers with lower interest rates. Because the faster balances shrink, the less interest banks collect over time. Even small extra payments every month can dramatically reduce how long someone stays trapped in debt. But here's the bigger warning nobody wants to talk about. For millions of families, debt isn't just draining bank accounts anymore. It's draining peace of mind. And in today's economy, more and more people are starting to feel trapped in a system they can't escape. If you want to understand the real economic forces shaping your financial future, hit subscribe. We break down the real story behind the headlines every single week. Stay informed, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video.